Hello guys, today it's Alex and we're going to be reading chapter 2 of, what do you call it again? The Boy in the Dress. So, yeah, let's just get started. Chapter 2, Fat Dad. Dennis's dad jumped up and down and shouted with joy. Then he pulled Dennis into a tight hug. 2-0, he said. We showed them. Son? Yeah, I know. I said there was no hugging in Dennis's house, but this was different. It was football. In Dennis's house, talking about football was easier than talking about feelings. John, and Dad all loved football, and together shared the highs and more often than supporting their local third deficiency. But as soon as the match finished, the referee rules made the sound also. So there was no strict hugging policy. Dennis didn't miss meet her. His mum had hugged him all the time. She was so warm and soft. He loved being held by his mother. It was in her arms that he had felt almost safe. It was a shame Dennis's dad hardly ever hugged him. Fat people are good at hugs. They're nice and soft, like being a comfy sofa. Oh yes, didn't I mention Dad was fat, really fat? I worked at a long distance lorry driver. And all that sitting down driving are taking its toll. Only stretching his legs to go to the service station cafe and eat various combinations of eggs, sausage, bacon, beans and chips. And sometimes after breakfast, Dad would eat 2 packets of crisps. He just got fatter and fatter after Mum left. Dennis had seen a Trisha episode about a man called Barry who was so fat he couldn't wipe his own bum. The studio audience were told about his daily food intake. He oohed and ate with a strange mixture of delight and horror. When Trisha asked him, Barry, does the fact you know how to get your mum and dad to wipe you and then not make you answer this way? Trisha, I just love food, was Barry's smirking. Trisha put it to Barry. He was comfort eating. Trisha was good with phrases like that. She had, after all, been through a lot of difficult times herself. Barry cried a bit at the end, and as Carrot rolled Trisha smiled sadly and gave him a hug. Though it was hard for her to really get her arms around Barry, as he was the size of a small bungalow, Dennis wondered where his dad was comfort eating too. Having one more sausage or a slice of fried bread at breakfast to his world full to emptiness inside. But he didn't dare share that thought with his dad. Dad wasn't keen on Dennis watching the show anyway. He said it's just for girls that. Dennis dreamed one day having his own Trisha episode that would say, My brother's fast. Smell were bad, fat smell well bad, or my dad has a chocolate hobnob problem. Dad ate a whole packet of milk from Irish biscuits every day when he got home from it. So Dennis and his dad played football. Dad would always go in goal because he was so fast. He liked it because it meant he didn't run around that much. The goal was an upturned bucket and an empty beer keg, and it meant from a long forgotten barbecue they had also were still around. They didn't have barbecues anymore. These days they have battered sandwiches from local chippy or bowls of cereal even when it wasn't breakfast. What Dennis loved most about playing football with his family was he was the best. Even though his brother was 2 years older, Dennis would run rings around him in the garden, tackling, dribbling and scoring with great skill. It wasn't really easy to get the ball past his dad. Not because Dad was good in goal, it was just because he was so big. On Sunday mornings, Dennis used to play football for his local club. He dreamed of being a professional football player, but after his mum and dad's work, he stopped going. He had always relied on his mum to give him a lift. Dad couldn't take time, as he was forever driving up and down the country and his lorry trying to make ends meet. So Dennis' dream floated quietly away. Dennis played football for his school, though was his team shooter. Sorry, reader, I must have this a striker. Yes, Dennis and his team number one striker, scoring over 1 million goals in a year. Excuse me, reader, I don't know how much about football. Maybe 1 million is too much. 1,000, 100, 2. Whatever he scored the most goals. As a result, Dennis was incredibly popular with his teammates, except the captain Gareth, who picked Dennis up on every little mistake on the pitch. Dennis was suspecting that Gareth was jealous of him because he was the better footballer. Gareth was one of those boys who was unusually large for their age. In fact, you wouldn't be surprised to find he was really 5 years older than anyone else in his year. But he had just been held back on account of being a bit thick. Once Dennis was off school with a really bad cold on a match day. He had just finished watching that day's Trisha, a gripping episode about a woman who discovered she was having an affair with her own husband. Then he was looking forward to some Heinz tomato soup and his second favourite show, Loose Woman, where a panel of angry-looking ladies debated issues of the day, like diets and leggings. But just as the signature tune was starting, there was a knock on the door. Dennis got up grumpily. He was Dennis's best friend at school. Dennis, we desperately need to play. We desperately need you to play today. Pleaded Davis. I'm sorry, Davis. I'm just not feeling well. I can't stop sneezing or coughing at you. See, replied Dennis. But it was the quarterfinals today. We've always got knocked out of the quarterfinals before. Please, Dennis sneezed again. Achoo! It was such a strong sneeze that I thought he was gonna turn inside out. Please, where's he? There's not from his side. Okay, I'll try cough Dennis. Yes! Exclaimed Davish, as if victory was already theirs. Dennis gulped down a couple of mouthfuls of soup, grabbed his kit, and ran out of the house. Dennis's mum was sitting in her car like in her little red Ford Fiesta outside, with the engine running. She worked on the tills at Sainsbury's, but loved to see her son play football. She was the proudest mum in the world, which made her son squirm a little. Match. Without doubt, the most important match of the season. Just drive, please, Mum, said Davish. All right. We're going. Don't talk about your mother like that, Davish, she shouted, pretending to be angrier than she really was. She put her feet on the X-ray and Carl lurched off towards the school playing fields. Oh, you've decided to come happy, growled Gareth as they pulled up. Not only was he bigger than everyone else, he had a deeper voice, which is disorderly hairy for a boy his age. When he showered, he looked like a big monkey. Sorry, Gareth, I just wasn't feeling well. I have a pretty bad. Before Dennis could say cold, he sneezed again, even more violently than before. Okay, sorry, Gareth said. Oh, sorry, Gareth said Dennis, wiping a small gleep of snot from Gareth's ear with a tissue. let's just do this again. Feeling weak with illness. Dennis ran up to the school picture and received coffee and spluttering all the way. Good luck, boy, especially my son Darvish. And of course his friend Dennis. Let's win this for the school, shouted Dennis's man from the side of the pitch. My mum's is like so embarrassing, rumbled Darvish. I think it's cool she comes, said Dennis. My dad's never seen me play in a match. Let's see a nice goal for me today. Please, Darvish, my son. Maybe it's a bit embarrassing, agreed Dennis. Soon that afternoon, they were playing St. Kenneth's School for boys. One of the schools where pupils felt a little superior just because their parents had to pay for them to go there. They were a very good team, though, and within the first 10 minutes had scored. The pressure was immediately on, and Darvish stole the ball off a boy who looked right aside and passed it to Dennis. Lovely tackle, Darvish, my son, shouted Darvish's man. The full possession the ball made, Dennis forgot his cold for a moment, and he weaved his way through the defence and approached the goalkeeper. A luxury head by sporting brand new kid who's probably called Oscar or Tobias or something. All of a sudden they were face to face and Dennis sneezed again uncontrollably. Achoo! The smoke slid on the goalkeeper's face, blinding him from her. And all Dennis needed to do was tap the ball past the line. Foul, shouted the keeper, but the referee allowed it. It was a foul, but not technically a foul. I'm sorry about that, said Dennis. He really hadn't meant to do it. Don't worry, I have a tissue, explained Darvish's man. I always carry a packet with me. She huddled onto the bench, up her side to avoid the mud and ran up to the goal. Here you go, posh boy, she said, handing the tissue. Darvish rolled his eyes. His mother was. As his mother's one-woman pitch ovation, the goalie tearfully wiped Dennis's mucus from his floppy hair. Personally, I think St. Kenneth's doesn't stand a chance, she added. Mom, shouted Darvish. Sorry, play on. 4 goals later, one from Dennis, one from Gareth, one from Darvish, and one accidental deflection from Darvish's mum. And the game was won. You are through to the semi-finals, boys. I can't wait, exclaimed Darvish's mum as she drove the boys home, beeping out tunes on the Ford Fiesta horn in celebration. For it was that I won the World Cup. Oh, please don't come, Mum, I beg you. Not if you're going to do that again. How dare you, Darvish? You know I would have missed the next game for the world. Oh, you make me so proud. Darvish and Dennis looked at each other and smiled. For a moment, the victory on the pitch made them feel like they owned the universe. Even Dad raised a smile when Dennis told him that his team were through to the semi-finals, but Dad wasn't going to stay happy for long. Thanks, guys, for reading with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.